Captain Ken, one of the most important elements of planning a burial at sea is weather. What have you experienced and what have you learned over the years?
Well, here in San Diego, we don't have a huge problem with that because it's beautiful all the time.
Yeah.
But occasionally we do have windstorm or rough seas. So what we encourage the families to do is when they come out, schedule the burial at sea the first day or two they're here. That way, if there's a problem, we can back it off a day or two. They don't need to make another trip. But we do have unusual circumstances sometimes. We had a case where a family wanted to go all the way up to the end of Rosecrans at the end of Point Loma. It's about an hour trip up, an hour trip back, and that's where they wanted to scatter their father's ashes. So we did this. It was an overcast day. As soon as we got on the boat, it started raining.
Oh gosh.
It just started sprinkling. The further further south we got, the more it got intensified. And we got to the point where we're going to scatter the ashes. It was a cloud burst. We scattered the ashes. I went out in the rain. Everybody else stayed inside, and we scattered the ashes. And we came back, eased up. When I got back, the doctor's son came out. So there, the whole time we were on the boat, it was raining. And I was thinking, I apologized to family. So that's the one thing we can't control is weather. But the interesting thing is, and I found this with most families, they find the good in whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
And I told the wife, I said, I'm so sorry about the weather. She says, no, you got to understand, this is perfect. My husband was an engineer on a tuna boat. He loves storms. This was the perfect thing. So it's interesting how people always seem to find the best in the situation.
Isn't that great? We find families that are in times of distress when they're mourning, and then it turns into times of celebration. And they ask us, because they travel from the West Coast to the East Coast to use our services, what about the weather? And with today's technology, 3 or 4 days ahead of time, we can really tell where the thunder cells are going to be, if there are any later in the afternoons during the summer, and also if it's going to be too windy. We want folks to remember the event, not the weather.
That's right.
So we're flexible. If we need to leave 3 or 4 hours earlier or later, we always can amend our schedule, because the most important thing is the event, and we want them to remember that. So it's interesting how you have more calm weather here on the West Coast, and we have unpredictable hurricanes and all kinds of summer storms, but we're able to work it out with the family. So that's good that we're being very cognizant of that safety need.
Right. And it's the best thing. Make it comfortable for the family.